Hi guys, welcome to GemmaBeaMakes. I'm Gemma and this is my crafty channel where I talk about all the things that I've been making over the past couple of weeks. This particular episode I've got some knitting and some spinning to share with you. It's been a little while since I last sat down and had a chat with you guys, and because it's been such a while I have a fabulous finished object to show you. So I'm going to jump straight in and tell you all about my Laurel sweater by Avec. I am absolutely in love. I'm so in love. So I'm going to insert a little video of me prancing around my garden just so you can see it in a full view. But this is being knit up in Dusty Dimples in the colourway Blued and my own hand-dyed yarn as a contrast that's gone all the way through. And I'm so happy with how it's turned out. I'm happy with the fit. I've got quite a big neckline, which I wish was slightly smaller, but that is my only gripe about this whole jumper. I managed to use practically all of the yarn that I had. In fact, let me see, is it up here? It is. These are my leftovers from one skein of hand spun yarn, and this is the last of a third skein of Dusty Dimples. I don't think I could have got much more out of that, maybe another couple of rounds on my cuffs, but I was really happy with the length that I got. Not quite a yarn chicken, but maybe a yarn chicken. And although this is what was left of the skein of yarn, the skein of hand spun, actually it was the middle part. So when I'd knit all my body, I had 2 repeats left, so you can kind of see on the sleeves there that it goes from a blue to a purple, and then on this side it goes from the blue to the purple, and this purple bit was like, I think, the beginning part, like it was left over. It goes blue purple. So it was I wound it off to put the second sleeve onto the blue, so, and that was all that was left. It was really lucky how it turned out. I was really impressed with how all the colours worked. So cool. I it's very much what do they call it, a potato chip. We don't just call it crisps here in lovely West Yorkshire, so potato chip doesn't really make sense, but you know, you just want to keep going at it. It's like a Pringle. Keep going. You want to pick it up. Basically what I'm trying to say is I kept wanting to pick it up. I kept wanting to knit on it. The sleeves went extremely fast once I started on them, because you decreasing all the way down on the underneath of the arm, you can kind of see where the pattern doesn't match in certain places, but that's, you know, that's due to the decrease, and because it's underneath your arm you can't really tell unless I like really show you. I can't even see where it is on this one. Oh, there, look. But I had to really point it out. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. If you are knitting a Laurel or you want to cast on a Laurel, don't forget to tag me or Zoe of Felicity Yarn Studios over on Instagram, and you can be in a chance with just winning a few little prizes. In fact, I have what I chosen. So Anna, who is the designer of the Laurel, has really kindly donated a skein of mohair and a skein of merino. So these ones are mine. You can choose any colour that you'd like. As well as a few other little goodies that we have just put aside as well for this knit along. But yeah, I can't think if there's anything else I need to tell you about it. I don't know if you can see just across the yoke here, it's slightly puckered. I have blocked it, and I think it comes across more on video. I can't really see it much in real life. In everyday, if you were seen in front of me, and it doesn't bother me. I've had that puckering on other things in the past, on other jumpers, and it's really annoyed me. But yeah, I think it's just where my tension was a little bit tight. But no, otherwise I'm really, really happy with it. I think I managed to get the sleeve length right. I managed to get the actual length of the jumper right. It feels really warm, but yet not. It's in sock weight yarn. It's in a 4-ply yarn, so actually it's not really too thick. But because it's a colour work, it's got that double thickness. It's just really comfy. I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. Did I mention I'm happy? Dear. So that's my first finished object. I've got a few others to show you. It has been quite a while since I last spoke to you guys, so I've got quite a few bits and bats to show you. I do have a hat that I started and finished that I don't have here, but it's another Musselburgh hat. So if you guys have not seen this yet, or if you haven't watched me, because I've already knit about 5 of these, I have knit myself another Musselburgh hat. This one is for, I think it's the child size or the child teen. Anyway, it fits Edward and James because it's got quite a bit of stretch to it. So this hat, if you haven't seen it before, is a big tube that you close up on either end and then turns back in on itself to create that double layer effect. It's a really, really comfy hat. It fits well. It's designed brilliantly. So this yarn I've used is my own hand-dyed yarn that I dyed to knit the boys some jumpers a few years back, and this was what was left over. Originally I bought the yarn from Yarndale in like a bargain bin, and I didn't know what kind of fibre it was. Since knitting it and since dyeing it and since having a little bit of more experience, I actually think it's a cashmere. It feels extremely soft and it does pill quite a little bit. This is the same yarn I knit Edward a jumper in. I knit a flax light and it pilled a lot, but he wears it a lot as well. So I made a hat to match, and James stole it. It matches Edward's jumper, but James stole the hat because he needed the new one. He was happy with that one, and now that he can actually wear it, my phone's ringing. Excuse me. Getting spam called while I was filming. How dare they? So as well as Musselburgh number 1, I have a Musselburgh number 2. Now this one I literally finished just last night, so it's not been blocked, but I knit this in hand spun yarn, and this time I did this grey colour on the outside. It's got it's got like a little bit of an olive, and it's got purples kind of running through, and then I paired it with this. And again, these were both my hand-dyed, hand-spun yarn. I dyed the fibre and I spun the yarn. And it's super happy with how this one turned out. So you can have it on either way. This size, I think, is the adult medium. It might be the adult large, actually. But it's got, like, the best, nice, like, slouch to it. So, and it fits really, really nice. You don't have to see that yellow if you don't want to, or you can tuck it, have it as a tight beanie. And I've got that yellow coming through. I just love this pattern. I know I keep praising it, and I know I keep going on about it, but I'm going to be knitting them all year round, guys. So if you get bored of the Musselburgh already, I'm sorry. But yeah, how cool is that? I really liked the fact that it reversed. I was happy with how I managed to measure as well. Like, I thought I was going to be out. What am I talking about? So the hat in total, when you take it off, when you So the total length of this particular hat is 11 and 11, so 22 inches. And yeah, I just knit until it was 11 inches and then changed colour, and that's how I did that. And I thought it worked out really, really well. It does need a block. I do need to block it. But yeah, I only finished it last night. I'm super duper happy with that. So obviously I need to cast on a new Musselburgh because now I'm out of them. I did knit another Musselburgh hat out of the so I'm just reaching for my leftovers, out of the vegan fibres that I spun. And I started this on a camping trip that I went to with my mum and her friends, and it was a cold camping trip. On a night time, it got extremely cold. And this is like a really, turned out as quite a thick yarn, I'd say more of a worsted weight. And the Musselburgh knit up really, really fast. And I cast on in the morning and I was done with it like the next day, I think. Anyway, my mum's friend saw it and she really wanted it. So she very kindly bought it off me. I was impressed at that. I don't think I'll be able to get any pictures of it, and it turned out really nice as well. I thought I might have enough to make another one, but I definitely don't. So, but yeah, I've managed from this episode, from the last episode that I talked about my knitting to this one, I've knit 3 Musselburgh hats. You're going to get really, really bored of my content soon, guys, because I've actually I'm losing inspiration at the minute, and this is all I'm tending to cast on because they're easy. And I have been camping a lot. So like I said, I went on 2 different camping trips. I went on with, took my boys over Easter, we went with friends, and then I went to a festival with my parents and their friends, and I had no children, and it was very well needed and super blissful. But yeah, easy round and round knitting has been the pinnacle of all I've been able to do. And obviously this loveliness, this is what's been keeping my attention. But yes, so they are all my finished objects. They're everything that I've finished. I have also been working on in one of my little homemade GemmaBeaMakes bags, little bee bag. I've been working on some socks for the boys. So with this yarn that I was kindly gifted. Now, is this going to be backwards? I finally turned my camera around. You know, guys, you know me and my cameras. I think if I can say anything about podcasting and how I managed to keep how I managed to be so consistent, I think I can say my consistency is how bad I am at actually using devices to film myself. I've had cameras, I've had DLRs, I've had tablets. I finally settled on my phone. Today I'm doing it in reverse so I can actually see what I'm doing. Is this readable? Is it in reverse? I just don't know. Guys, I'm really sorry. But yes, I've been knitting socks. So I finished a pair of socks for James. I think I showed you these last time. And I am now knitting a pair for Edward. I can't remember if I've shown you these. I haven't worked on them very much. But we're nearly there. I'm just doing a 2x2 rib. I think I've got 56 stitches on a 2.25 needle, and I'm just plugging away at these. These are obviously these are going to be my everyday project now that I've just finished the Musselburghs. I'm going to have to wind up some more yarn if I'm going to cast on any new projects. But yeah, I've been working on these, and then the boys can have some new socks each. They both really like it when I knit them things. My other knitting project that I have been knitting on is kept in yet again one of my own handmade drawstring bags. This is the Elton by Locatelli. Oh, I always dread getting this out of the bag. How did I put it away? Oh, not bad, not bad. So, we're nearly getting there, guys. We have one full sleeve and we have cast on another sleeve and we're nearly there. If you guys have been following along my Elton journey, you know I hate knitting this. It is a slog. Knitting with mohair, just with mohair on its own, is not pleasant. I don't like it. I like it when I can hold it together with another yarn and they go together, but just by itself, it's not for me. However, this is going to turn out so nice. The yarn that I am knitting it with is my own hand-dyed merino, and the mohair itself is by North Shire Yarns, and that is in the colourway navy. No, I have a tag somewhere. It is in the colourway Dean, and that is North Shire Yarns. So I've been slogging away. I got myself a sleeve, and the more I try it on, the more I think I am going to have to undo this bind off and do a few more rows. It's very short. I knit to the length that the pattern states, but it's quite cropped and I think I'm going to want it longer. What I'm going to do is finish this sleeve first and then decide if I can bring myself to undo the ribbing at the bottom. Because once you have two sleeves, I pick up around the front button band and all the way around the neckband and knit it all together. Now, I'm not going to be able to add any length on once I do that. So I really need to decide whether I want a cropped cardigan. It's quite cute while it's cropped, but I think I'll wear it more if it's longer. And I think because it's such a product knit, I'm going to need the product to be what I want, right? I keep thinking, you know, I just want it over and done with, but I want it over and done with because I don't want to knit it anymore and I want to actually wear it, but I need it to be comfortable and wearable for me to wear it. So I might have to pull it out. I'll decide when I finally finished this last sleeve. How far have I got? So I've got quite a bit of a sleeve to go. But you know, it's not a sleeve island because it decreases quite quickly and it's all right. The sleeves are much better than the back and forth. I don't have to purl the mohair, so actually the sleeves aren't as bad as the body. It's getting there, guys. It's getting there. I can't wait till it's finished. Yeah, I can't wait till it's finished. It'll be very, very nice and it will fit perfectly within my wardrobe. But that's everything that I've been knitting, guys. I have one more project that I've got on the needles at the minute, and it is the side piece cowl that I designed myself. I have not knit on it at all since the last time I spoke to you guys, and in fact I think I'm going to frog it. It's not something that I'm moving towards, and the yarn's really nice and I don't want to waste the yarn, so I think I'm going to frog the project and decide on something else to do with that yarn. I might make a really nice big shawl. Anyway, but that's it. That's all my projects at the minute. I've got a pair of socks and I've got the Elton and no other projects. So I really, really need some inspiration at the minute. I think since about February, maybe a little bit longer, I've just been a little bit lost with knitting, and I think I've kind of reevaluated why I knit and why I talk to you guys, why I do my podcasts, and I think I've got to remember that I do it for pleasure and not for any kind of insane peer pressure or to be part of a community, because I am part of a community just being here and just talking to you guys. I don't need to knit the newest pattern. I don't need to buy the most expensive hand-dyed yarn. I enjoy crafting for crafting's sake, and I enjoy talking to you guys because I get to share me, and I get to share something that we have in common that I don't have with people around me, which is the main reason I started this channel in the first place. I wanted to be able to meet people, like-minded people. I wanted to be able to tell you about everything that I've been doing. And when I first started YouTube, when I first started doing my crafts, I dived into like the giant Instagram, the giant, all the Ravelry, YouTube, and all the influencers around. And I think I need to remember that where I am, just ground myself a little bit, and what about knitting and crafting it is that I actually enjoy. What I've realised from like reflecting, we're doing a bit of reflection time again today, but reflecting on what I've learned throughout my crafting is that I don't enjoy masses of whips. I enjoy small little projects that usually take me a very long time. I've realised I really enjoy dyeing fibre, spinning fibre, and knitting jumpers. So that's kind of what I think I'll be moving more towards. And, hundreds of Musselburghs apparently, because everybody's getting one for Christmas. But yeah, I do feel like I need a little bit. I need to move my legs. I need, I don't know, I need some more inspiration. I think I kind of fell out with Instagram a little bit. In fact, today was the first day that I posted anything on Instagram for about 3 months. And I don't know why I fell out with it. I don't know. I've lost all inspiration, guys. And I need some more. I need it. I need inspiration in my life. Or what I actually need is to stop putting so much pressure on myself to knit content, and actually just knit or craft or do something that I enjoy, rather than going, oh, I must do this so I can do this. No more. No more. What I have been enjoying doing is spinning. I've enjoyed lots and lots of spinning. So last time I spoke to you guys about my dyeing fibre and spinning, I was dyeing fibre to test out some new dyes, and I was dyeing fibre to spin for a jumper. So I tested out some fibre last time, tested out some dye on some fibre to knit some socks. That was the plan. I wanted it, the fibre ended up coming out really swampy and some random colours. But this is how the yarn turned out, and actually I kind of like it. Now, I wanted to do a traditional 3-ply. So this is a 3-ply yarn that turned out very much a DK weight. And I don't think I've actually got enough for socks. I wanted to knit some socks. This is a Polworth and nylon blend, and I wanted to spin to knit socks, but obviously it really, really bloomed with the soak. And also, as it spun, it didn't want to spin as fine as I usually get my yarn. It was quite a struggle to get it. Not struggle to get it fine, but I just wanted to spin it how it wanted to be spun, the most natural way. And this is how it turned out. And then I must not have split my braid very evenly, because this was what was left on 2 of the bobbins. So this is 3-ply and this is a 2-ply. But yeah, I think they both turned out actually much nicer than I thought they were going to. considering the state of the fibre. But yeah, no, I actually quite like them. They're very me colours actually, so I'm not going to be able to have enough here to make socks with, which is what I wanted to do. So these are going to be going into my hand spun blanket. I did spin another 100 grams of Polworth and nylon. Sorry, I keep covering my mouth. So yeah, this is Polworth nylon, and this is a 2-ply yarn. And I'm really, really happy with how this one turned out. I did try and spin it so it would repeat. So if I wanted to knit something like a Musselburgh or a pair of socks, they would repeat. So it goes from this green to the stony light colour through to the corally colour, and it repeats twice. Yes. So the plan with this one is to make some socks that would start the corally colour and then go through the stone and then go to the green. And I'd get 2 pairs of two socks that would both do that colour repeat. So that is my next kind of spinny socky experiment. Like I said, this is only a 2-ply yarn, so I don't think it's going to be as strong as if I did it as a 3-ply, but it will still hold up as socks. It's got that little bit of strength in there from the nylon, and hopefully it should turn out really well. So yeah, I was happy with the spin. All turned out very nice. So nice little bit of, so there's 200 grams there of Polworth nylon that I've spun into skeins of yarn. I also dyed a little bit more of this Falkland merino. So this is going to be the lighter colour of my jumper that I'm going to be spinning for. And I've also spun bobbin of it, so I could probably fit a little bit more on this bobbin. And that's a better colour there. So I could probably fit a little bit more on this bobbin. But yeah, this yarn is so incredibly soft. I don't think I've dyed anything more since I last spoke to you guys. I know I have about another 200-300 grams of this colour to spin, and then I need to choose a contrast colour to spin with it as well. I need to do lots more dye experiments, but that is everything that I have been crafting with. I did have a trip to Spring into Wool this year. I was there. My neighbours have just turned up again. They do this every single time. I think they purposely choose to go out shopping every single time when I'm talking. Anyway, so Spring into Wool. Yes, Spring into Wool. I am part of a Bradford Guild of spinners, hand weavers and dyers. And I was demonstrating how to spin on a spinning wheel throughout Spring into Wool. I did it on the full Saturday, and I get to go have a little look around and see what everybody's doing at the minute. I don't have a mega budget at the minute, but I did get a few purchases because look at these. So these are both from Felicity Fibre Arts. That's backwards, isn't it? I'm sorry, guys. Felicity Fibre Arts. Now, I stalked Felicity a little bit on Instagram before Spring into Wool, and watched her do her stories and how she was dyeing them all. And her stall was absolutely fabulous. I loved every single minute of it. So I chose 2 colours. Mainly, I chose colours that I felt attracted to and that I knew that I probably wouldn't buy the dye colours. So something that I couldn't do myself. And what did I get? I got a hand-dyed Corriedale and a hand-dyed Polworth. But I thought they would make absolutely cracking Musselburgh hats for Christmas. This one I thought was quite a masculine colour, so this could be for one of the boys. This one is so super duper soft. This one might be for me. But yeah, they were my purchases from Spring into Wool. I am looking forward to Leeds Wool Festival. That's on the first weekend of June, which I think is about the 4th or something. Might be the 3rd of June. It's the first Saturday of June. I can't remember. I'll put it on the screen. Very much looking forward to that. I will also be there demonstrating with the Spinners of Air and also with Bradford Guild of Spinners, Weavers and Dyers. They're both demonstrating. I'm part of both groups. I will probably be selling my bags at the stall as well, that are also available on Etsy. If anybody would like to support me in any way, you are very welcome to go have a look at my Etsy store. I've got some handmade bags in the shop. But yeah, if you're in this area, it'd be really nice to see you at Leeds. I'll be there all day. I'm trying to think of what else I need to tell you guys. I feel like I haven't spoken to you for such a long time that I've got loads and loads to tell you, and I've not told you anything. I've just showed you what I've been doing, but actually I had lots to talk about. And I can't think now. I did just want to have a catch up with you all and show you everything that I've been doing, because it was getting longer and longer since I last spoke to you, and I thought, no, I can't possibly leave it any longer. I have been able to film this today, but I have no idea when I'm going to be able to edit it. So I'll get it online. So hopefully it should be within the week. What day is it today? It is Monday the 9th of May. Guaranteed. This is not on the internet for Monday the 9th of May. But hopefully it won't be too long until we get to speak to you all again. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that your knitting brings you joy, or your spinning, or your crafting. If you've enjoyed the episode today and we've got all the way to the end, then it's because we're best friends. So if you won't mind doing a thumbs up and a like and a subscribe and whatever it is else that you could do. Watch an ad at the end. Obviously not if it's 20 minutes. 25 seconds of your time is all I ask. If it's any longer than that, then skip. Thank you so much, guys. And I'll see you all next time. See you later. Bye.